We're late. We got a short stream today. Right into the scrims today as well. I'm not going to waste any time in full screen. We got Shopify versus Inconceivable. 2 scrims happening. Magsup and Legion playing today as well. They're 4 games in, I believe. I'm pretty sure Shopify just lost their 2nd game. If I'm wrong, we'll update it as we go. But, what, like 2-hour stream? Short stream today? I'm in, I'm out. We watch the scrims, have some fun, and then that's it. We're out of here. Hopefully, I can bring you guys some entertainment, or at least coverage of the games. Let's get it.
Peter now. Peter, not a back flag. No, not B, not B. Yo, one guy's on B. Yo, one guy's on B. Going Peter now. Let's go, Peter. You can throw it up to me.
Shit, Healthy, how we doing? Welcome, man.
P1.
Is this a competitive scrim you've been watching? Rip Chuck Norris. Wait, did he just die? Was he not already? Hold on a second. Archer, how you doing, man? Welcome.
P1 dead. Nice, get fucking up, dude. 3, 2, 2. I'm up B.
Died at 86. Wow.
One got Peter.
That's how we're starting the stream today, huh? Born in 1940. This stream is a tribute to Mr. Chuck Norris himself. Lock in, chat. Max Passion. Oh, we live. How we doing, Aquarium? Welcome in. Goofball Goat, Eternal, Samantha. Hi. Wait, what? Why do you keep saying no? Wait. Where's the positive, Samantha? What happened to her? Flex, how we doing? D-Combs, welcome. Settle a debate. Is the scoreboard G-slide jump still possible? Yes. Yes, it is. I can do it right now. I can do it right now. Yeah, rest in peace. Chuck Norris died at 86 years old. From what I assume was natural causes. That's pretty old.
Yo, we got P2.
One of the most durable martial arts masters of all time.
I'm not running it. There.
By film critics largely unimpressed, but delighted millions of fans. Film critics were never a fan of Chuck Norris, huh? But the fans liked him. Just in case I was planning on doing something silly. Well, what do you consider to be silly? I guess it depends on. That's all perspective, right?
P2. Top card. Now go on cam now. Going back to brick. Just popped it now.
Hi, Samantha. I'll try to be minimally... Keep the silliness to a minimum today. We'll keep the silliness to a minimum. We're 3 minutes in. First flag already done. Thanks to Shopify. I'm doing good, Trek. So we got Penguins team and Wyatt, of course. Shopify from Toronto headquarters playing on server, right? 13 ping. They're playing with a local server right now, so should have a hefty advantage. Penguin is on PC. Half the team, I believe, is on PC. Which is something to consider for this scrim. It might be part of the reason why it's a little bit more challenging. Offsets things here. Immediate flagpole, by the way. We've got back-to-back runs going here from Team Penguin. Holy. Only 2 alive right now. But if they get progress out to util, they could actually get something done with this. We're all 2 trying to cut it off.
I'm watching.
Chuck Norris and Superman once fought each other. The loser had to wear his underwear outside of his pants. And we know how that ended.
Yeah, they're P5. Watch out.
Hi, YouTube, by the way. Not seeing anybody. Hope YouTube's doing well. Hope the title and the thumbnail is correct. Hope everybody's having a nice Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Can't complain, though, Trek. Can't complain, man. It's good to be here.
I'm watching.
Chill vibes, short stream, short but sweet, hopefully today. And I've got 4 POVs available. 1 for this, unfortunately.
Car 3.
And then 3 for Legion and Magsup. We got Druk POV, Envor,
Car 3 one shot.
Uzi.
What the fuck? Car 3 one shot. He's going car 1 now. He dropped. Is it Donnie looking for Donnie? He's on our car jump.
Chuck Norris doesn't get led by Death. Death gets led by Chuck Norris. He will be missed. For all I know, he's just fighting martial arts in the next world, in the next life, you know?
Nice,
Dimension.
Nice, 3.
Death didn't claim him. He just had to escort Death back to hell. That's what I'm saying. I don't think a guy like that dies. I think he just, he just is living on in the next part of his journey. His journey continues elsewhere, where he's back in his prime. Fashionably late? Yeah, one of those days. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I would go live at all, and then I saw we had scrims, and I figured I'll go live for a couple hours.
Down.
Hopefully be entertained and bring entertainment to you guys or something. And then we're done. That's it. Nice cut down by last shot.
Watch out, card 3. Absolutely.
Made progress at the blue here. Got a counter pull opportunity. Maybe a return on the way back, right? Out through car 1. He's going to skip the read. No, he's playing for it.
PT right now.
Got some good progress on it. The 2 dead, though.
Nice. Good shot.
Flag collected by a member of Shopify? No. Inconceivable picked it up. They kept it in play front courtyard.
Yeah,
so we might see a standoff with the flags if they can manage to bring this one back. It's being returned. 2 dead here. Cycle. Looking for a last-second save. Wyatt should have the save on this.
Yeah, the window.
Shopify still have numbers. They got progress towards a return here. Won't be up the last shot. Glad I'm here regardless. Hope you're doing well too, Attacker. Thank you, man. Glad you're here. Continuing his fight with Bruce Lee. Exactly.
Yo, man, can you get touch?
Exactly. Reaper was afraid of Chuck Norris. How's Bruce Lee doing? He's been gone for a while, hasn't he? I'm sure.
Get on me. Watch out, FC Jin. Watch out, there's Jin going car 1.
Giving his own eulogy. His own death.
Thing one. It went back to the Jin.
I don't know how he died. Here's hoping it was just natural, old man, happy life, healthy. Just it was the right time type thing. I don't know the details, to be honest. Just hearing this now. Alex, how we doing? Welcome in.
I'm leaving flag for you, Matt.
Trying to work off Frosty here. Keep that flag alive. Said he's going to leave it for Royal 2. Royal 2 off spawn. It's his responsibility.
Wait, window hop.
Oh, fast movement right there, right? Just delayed last shot 2 and gave up his progress on the map. He had to come back to make sure they defended it.
He's car 3 side.
2 dead right now. Thankfully, the guy can freaking zip across the map in a second, right? Right back to car 3 immediately. 3 dead. Spawners in back blue. And check util just in case there's somebody hiding, but back blue should be where we see a final stand here for Inconceivable. New overlay. That's right, Tony. How you doing, Tony? Shy 2026. Silly question from.
Jen, bro.
I said I wouldn't be silly today, but I'm asking silly questions already, huh? Good looks at Inconceivable. Lined up in the back of blue base. They successfully defended for now. Just looking for kills so they can break out themselves and attack back.
He's our fucking fridge.
From the fridge. No, suppressed. Suppressed making progress. Make it 3 dead. And now Frosty in horrible trouble here. Best he can do is hope for a trade and keep that flag alive. But they're not going to stagger their push, right? They double stack the read and guarantee the cap.
Run again.
Good looks at Inconceivable. No wasted time on the pull here, too. Out the door it goes.
Car 3. Okay,
Scrims for this last week. Yeah, I would expect to see more frequency with the scrims for the next, 4 days until they fly out to Europe, basically. I would think. This weekend is pretty empty, right? I don't think there's anything happening. Unless chat knows something I'm not aware of. There's a 1v1 tournament with Unreal Nightmare, I think, happening on Sunday or Saturday. I'm not sure. But apart from that, considering the fact that Shopify are in Toronto, I assume they would want to take advantage of that time and scrim basically almost every day between now and their trip to Europe. So, could be good news for us. And being down 4-1 at this point, maybe good news for us as well as far as competition. Surprising.
Argent, I think.
Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern is what, the 1v1 thing? Barbosa, thank you for that. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to watch it. But there's no significant event this weekend is, I guess, the point.
Oh.
Damn, confident. Here I'm thinking that with the server advantage, they're all 4 side by side in Toronto. They would, this would be not necessarily easy breezy, but, even with the connection and the ping, half the team, I believe, is on PC. So something to keep in mind. I think Sab and Penguin might be on PC. We might get a chance to verify it. I know, Barbosa, you went out of your way last time to see who was, online on what console or PC. Hi, Courtney. How we doing? Welcome. I'm late today. Hope you've been well, Courtney. Keeping track of scores here. I think it's 3-2, chat. I think it's 3-2. We got 2 scrims happening, so between games, we're going to hop on board with Drug and try to get an update on this one, too. Good opportunity to try out a second portion of the overlay. I don't know if Aquarian's lurking. My guy's got giant text. Look at the size of his text, right? Extra large text size. You can see the score, and the kill feed is huge on his screen. I'm covering it. Hold on. Let's go up here, maybe. POV. I think, you know, the scrims have already begun. I don't know if there's anything I can offer Shopify or Inconceivable to get in the lobby. Like, usually Penguin's the one that has the issue with connection, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to be hurting their performance right now. Chatbot says 3-1. Is it 3-1? It's 4-1? 4-1. Oh my god. I was wrong about the scoring. Okay, chat. Thank you for the update. 4-1. See, when initially I saw that the score was 2-1, and I assumed it was Shopify that was up 2-1. This is kind of spicy. It's going to give SR a chance to bring things back, and you know that they typically do. Happy Scrim Friday. How we doing, Don? 80 stream streak is insane. Almost at 100. You think you can make it? What happens at 100, Courtney? Is that the end of you? It's like you made it to 100, mission accomplished. All right, I'm done with Shyway. I'm kidding. W Court. That's pretty crazy. That's incredible. Thank you, Courtney. What's up, MLG? We're frying. Sure, Raycor. How you doing, brother? Public service announcement for everyone: keep your pants on during the stream. I mean, that's not a requirement. You don't have to do that. That's okay. I can't control where the who does and who doesn't wear pants. Could have gone to jail. Wait, hold on a second. You talking to me? My viewers can do what they want. I should probably. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. I'll try to keep my pants on. One round already. Not sure what the score is in this one. Could be interesting to keep tabs on too. Legion are all PC, I believe. You can see Druck on 120 FPS, but I believe he's on PC 120 FPS right now. We're jumping back into another game of Shopify here too. With Shopify down 4-1, I feel like this is the scrim to prioritize. If that starts changing, maybe we change our minds. And mad deja vu for some reason. I remember Shopify dropping every map after this. Hopefully it's not real. I mean, I don't know. It would make things interesting if Shopify actually had trouble for the entirety of the scrim, right? Maybe create a storyline around Inconceivable improving. It's really hard to know what's real and what's not with the Xboxes and the PCs in this state of Halo right now, you know? It's like Shopify loses games and I'm immediately thinking, like, who's on Xbox? You know, is this legit? It's one thing to take scrims with a grain of salt in general, but now that you've kind of introduced the peripherals and consoles and whatnot, that makes it just, I don't know. It's like a whole new layer. Good evening, Pat. What's up, brother? Do I control shirts? Once again, the chat can be butt-ass naked. That is perfectly fine. Xbox situation will be impossible to know until the event. I agree. At the very least, though, teams are practicing harder than they ever have all freaking year, finally, right? As we're getting closer to DreamHack. So here's hoping, that it's a sign that Inconceivable's improving and they're gathering sort of chemistry. And we've got an interesting tournament coming up. Luminon been putting a lot of work in as well, but Luminon have not played Shopify one time, right? Which is interesting. You'd think like maybe one scrim practice session would be a good idea in advance of DreamHack at least. Now that they've waited this long, like maybe not, I don't know. Good sticky from the death here. Last shot on muted comms right now, so unfortunately we're not going to get the comms on him, at least for a little bit. Better late than never. Let's go, Pickle. What's up, man? Haven't followed Halo for a while. What's up with the Xbox PC thing I'm referring to? So DreamHack is Xbox only. There's 2 DreamHack tournaments coming up, and they only have Xbox available to compete on. So pros have been forced to switch to Xbox for practice. All of Shopify are playing on Xbox right now. They're sitting in the Toronto HQ side by side. So the ping is good because they're pulling server near Toronto. They got 12 ping right now. But being on Xbox comes with like inherent disadvantages, and not everybody has made the switch for the sake of practice. Some players like Penguin are still on PC and still might have, I guess, a bit of an edge in the matchup. So it's hard to know, like, if the wins are as legitimate as they normally would be when people are on, console versus PC. Both DreamHack events are 100K, I believe, but then keep in mind that the prize pool for the tournament doesn't all go to the players. There's separate side events that some of the prize pool goes towards as well, right? So 86K for the tournament and then 14K for side events at Birmingham, the upcoming event. Not sure about the next one, but should be 100K, similar setup. Let's get a 60 FPS 30. No thanks. No thank you, bro. Look, I'm down for the change in competitive integrity at the LAN when everybody's playing on like basically the same shit. But the more we reduce frames and add input latency, the less entertaining the sport is, I would think, from like a skill expression perspective, right? Because you're going to see more insanity from the pros, the better performing setups they have. You know, not to a crazy degree, but like last shot's not going to miss. He already struggles to miss it as it is. You know, you're going to see some crazy plays on PC. It does make me wonder how things will be on Xbox, if it's going to be more chaotic, more exciting somehow. I think that was a team nade, by the way. I think he just got destroyed by a team nade. Drum, how we doing, brother? Welcome. Not a fan of the no seats. Yeah, no seats at the upcoming... We talked about this a lot at this point. Revisiting the same conversations until we finally get to the event. But yeah, no seats. You got to stand. I don't know. I think that it's going to be super bare bones. My expectation is like, you know, I hope we get like a camera that's pointed out to the venue so we can get a sense of the vibe over there and see the players, like face cams for the players. I don't know if that's going to be a possibility, but I have this feeling that it's just going to be like two guys sitting in front of a banner with a camera on them, you know, like almost as if it's not even a LAN, like with such limited production value that it's hard to tell where we're at, you know. Like I'm hoping that we can at least get like a sense of a LAN environment and you know, a bit of a crowd or player POV, player cameras, you know, or a setup in the venue that is similar to what we saw with the LVT LAN, because that was kind of hype, right? With LVT, the way the venue was set up had the players right beside each other, in front of each other, so the trash talk was like way more insane than usual, right? Because they're right in their faces. Bringing a lawn chair. All right, you got this. I see, the thing about DreamHack is it's not a Halo event, right? Like DreamHack is a multifaceted, like large-scale gaming convention. So whatever space is allocated for Halo, depending on how that's set up, like there might not be much space to work with outside of that. Like you might be in the like a walking area or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, Inconceivable's up right now, Physionic. Interesting, right? That's why we've been talking about this whole debate between, you know, who's on PC, who's on Xbox. Is that part of the reason why, especially considering they have a clear ping advantage, right? They're sitting beside each other. They got a ping advantage. Does it tell you that PC is so effective that even with these advantages, it has Shopify slow to the start of the scrim today? Been a long time. How you doing, Akai? Welcome, man. Is LVT doing casting? No, I don't think so. I think they might be attending the event, but I'm not sure if they're going to watch party or what, because the official team casting the event is European Halo. I believe, however, though, that there's a new... I don't know if this is true or not. There might be like a Twitter or Twitch or something being created for the sake of the Halo event. Like European Halo is a small platform initially, like as it is. There's a chance that there might be some sort of like other European DreamHack Halo Twitch or something that will be created and then broadcasting the event. So just think about how bad this is going to be. Not that I want to be the bringer of bad news, but like for a viewership perspective, if it's going live on a platform that has no viewer base to begin with, then it's going to be not as discoverable as usual, right? Like the peak potential for viewership won't be there. Like LVT will probably have more viewers watch partying than the actual official stream, if the official stream is something like European Halo or something that they just like create for the weekend, right? Versus like if it was the Halo stream or the HCS stream or something, there'd be more viewers driven to the platform by default just off of the exposure from the size of the platform, right? And then you got to keep in mind time zones. We're going to frickin' Birmingham. That's what, a 5-hour ahead difference to Eastern time where I'm at. So my day is going to start at like 6 a.m. or something, right? It's going to be like 6 or 7 a.m. I would say it like that, but you know, to start the day. And then we're going to be done by like maybe 4 p.m. Eastern, I would assume, latest. So the peak traffic time on the platform for viewers is when the event is wrapping up. So there's just a variety of things that unfortunately like take away from the spectacle of this first event. It's kind of kind of lame. I'm going to have fun with it the best way we can, but expect very early morning streams and very early finish to the day as well. Who is Sub-Zero? That's Penguin. I don't know why he's got 3 S's and 3 Z's in his tag. Sub-Zero is Penguin's original gamer tag. Back in Halo 5, he came into the scene, I believe, on Liquid Gaming is one of his early orgs that he was sponsored for as Sub-Zero. And then changed his name to Penguin towards the latter half of Halo 5. And then changed it to Dead Zone, and then back to Penguin, and now he's Sub-Zero. I really don't know, man. You're going to have to ask Zane. 12 a.m. GMT, 7 a.m. So wait, okay, so right now it is 6 p.m. Eastern. Is it not like 1 a.m.? Or, no. Is it not like 12 or 11? It's like 11 p.m. or like 12 a.m. in Birmingham? What time is it in Birmingham? Somebody figure it out for me. It's 6 p.m. What time is it in Birmingham right now? I'm Amazonian. How you doing, brother? Welcome. No one picks up Commando rep. No, so Last Shot, his playstyle doesn't really incorporate the Commando too much, to be honest. Like, if it was somebody like Lucid, I feel like you might see him pick up the weapon a little bit more, or a BR. Wyatt typically plays Bandit, and then he'll grab Sniper and, like, any power weapon and any equipment. But oftentimes, I don't see him using the sidekick. I don't see him using much other than the Bandit, just because he's so good at the weapon that I feel like he probably feels he doesn't need to pick it up. Like, he's more effective with the Bandit than just about anybody is with the BR at the effective range of the BR, if that makes sense. Like, the Bandit's versatile enough that if you are really... Notice how the sidekick was right there, and he just, like, didn't even pocket it, right? Like, I honestly don't think... When I watch his play, I feel like he spams equipment, the nades, the sniper, any power weapon. But all the secondary stuff is not super important to him. Maybe the combo. The combo could be very useful. Nearly 10 p.m. in the UK right now. Because that's only 4 hours difference. 10 p.m. in UK. There's 6 p.m. here and 10 p.m. in UK, so it's only 4 hours difference. But either way, it's going to be an earlier end of the day. If you're somebody on Pacific time, then it's, it's what? 3 p.m. for you right now. Which is a bulk of our audience on, like, the West Coast, I guess, right? What? Shit's down to the wire, by the way, chat. I know we're yapping about stuff that's not the game. 30 seconds left. Tower side control for Shopify as they try to save this. World 2 does have Sniper. He finds a head with it. And they actually will create the ideal setup to force spawn them B here. This is pretty good. Got control from Tower to A thanks to Cycle. Watching off a Cycle for a bait and switch opportunity. Cycle surprisingly into Ego Chow. Comes out with a trade. Last Shot here with the cleanup. Teammate is going to need to jump back into this fight, right? Frosty here to support him in top mid, but Last Shot doesn't have an easy opportunity to get back in the hill, so they might cap that with the 30 seconds left. And a huge cap at Inconceivable. Roll 2 coming out with maximum damage. Make it 3 dead. Shopify are going to have to play perfect in 30 seconds here to just tie the game and bring it to OT. Are they both on Xbox? No. All of Shopify is, but not all of Inconceivable is. I'm not sure. I think Penguin is not, and I'm not sure the other player. I think 2 players are on PC. Penguin and somebody else. Sub-Zero and somebody else. Knowing Shopify, they tend to find a way to clutch this shit up, right? Got full coverage in the map with Royal 2 over at Tower. He's watching that low angle of Pillador. He lost Cycle on the right side, so very quick to snap into action, try to pick up off the distraction here. Royal 2 killing Falcade will even the odds. And they're still holding a good perimeter here. It's going to be one final hit. Last second hit coming in from Inconceivable. Going to need Frosty with the snipe to support it. Oh my god, he just got rinsed. That might be it. If they can't get back into the hill, right? 17 seconds, just that one break is massive for Inconceivable. 10 seconds to break into hill here. Last Shot won't be the one to get there first. He's got to follow it up. Unless somehow he does. Wait. 4 seconds. Can Frosty G-slide in? They're gonna make it. They saved it at 1. Doesn't matter. Falcated at the pillar door, cutting it off. Inconceivable coming out with a 3-2 finish. And Shopify just, what, a second too late with the delay. Good break from Inconceivable. At the end there, right? Shopify with the full setup, and they shut it down. If it had released, the Halo Discord used to be so full with people. Now it's like a ghost town. Yeah, same with the rest of the community, basically, right? What do we do? You got any bright ideas? Other than show up every day and bring the vibes? Inconceivable, half of Inconceivable's on PC, I'm pretty sure. We got 2 scrims happening, chat. This is Druck POV. Stronghold's live fire here. Oh, I didn't mean to completely remove the music. It's kind of vibey. Speedrun and modding discords. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's not anything new coming out with the game, and the game doesn't really do a lot to incentivize player base, like a player base and viewership and support, right? We're just talking about the event and how bare bones this upcoming event is going to be, right? On top of the fact that it's, you know, operating in a time zone. That's difficult for us to work around.
I've done already.
Bulk of the population for Halos and NA.
They're both jail side.
Unexpected result. Yeah, they're down 5-1. I'm not sure about the score in this, but obviously a very close game of Halo. I've got Last Shot's audio open or up in the background, so you guys you're hearing that. What's up, Dom? How you doing? Big team battle and squad battle is still popping. Wait times are less than a minute consistently. That's good to hear, at least. Platinum roster won't be there. Any specific reason? Or they just couldn't get like funding, sponsorship to make it happen? Yeah. We're talking about the noobs roster, yeah? Acid will be there. Kraken picked up Usubeni's team, right? But they qualified anyway, so you will get at least one or a couple players from the region showing up at the event, right?
White wall, dude. White wall to concrete to garage, maybe. That's him. That's a
Scrim is also neck and neck. This is Legion and Magsup. Magsup recently picked up this Coliseum roster. They will be attending the event, and Legion will be attending as well. So shout out to them. I'm not sure how they've secured the funding. They did not qualify either. Very committed to playing at all the events this year. Got a reset on that hill, but Soul Snipe takes 2. He'll get dropped. Envor loses the 1v1, leaving Boo Boo Doo Boo alone here at B to try to finesse a 2v1. He'll come out with a trade at the very least. That might give Druck timing to take C here. Hopefully a teammate follows him up. Soul Snipe spawning back C is a good indication that nobody's here. Yeah, and that the fight's coming from A. And Nesson maybe in a second too, depending on where Soul Snipe went. COD matches will be around 8 a.m. So wondering how the exact... Yeah, that's right. COD is the same, yeah. Penguin's on PC, and I think either Sab or Falcated is on PC, but I'm not sure. But I'm like 95% sure Penguin's on PC. And then the other player, I'm not 100% sure who it is. How you doing, Dad? Welcome. Is Bizarre still in the game? Bizarre is still in the game, but it's not in competitive in the rotation. Right, so you can still jump on Bizarre if you want, but it's not in ranked play. It's not in the competitive rotation.
Just 2C, 2C.
Hasn't been since like year 1, bro.
Just get Q2 me. I have your top mid. Watch everything else.
Like last year was a pretty exciting year of Halo, you know, despite the fact that, you know, it's, I guess nowhere near as popular as year 1, but the orgs were there, the players were there. Last year, you know, felt like a good, high quality, legitimate year of Halo esports. Everything has changed this year, at least in the first half. And, you know, hoping that we sort of weather the storm and like build momentum back by the time the end of the year comes around, and we've got something exciting to look forward to too. Very good, bro. That's good to see, man. That's good to see. Where's Brad, by the way, Dab? Is APG doing okay? I don't think I've seen him in a few days, right? Is he taking a break? Hi, Evil Quagmire. What's up? Mammoth, how we doing? Welcome, guys. Build momentum, and then, yeah, any sort of announcement on the upcoming multiplayer, if it looks even remotely sick, you know, is going to get people excited and have orgs start to show interest in anticipation of the new game. So it's just the lack of an announcement is what's killing us the most right now. You don't know about him either. Hope he's okay. Hasn't streamed in 3 days. Yeah, I noticed that, man. I don't know. Yeah, he takes breaks and comes back, you know. I do the same sometimes.
Yeah, I'm cut already.
How does it compare to H5 Limbo? It's worse right now. If I'm being honest, it's worse right now. Like, I think that Infinite has a greater sort of install base, and it's more accessible to get into than Halo 5 was. So that side of it is much better. but there's way less
That's sniping. Let's go.
interest from orgs, and like
I'm going I'm going in.
I don't know, like DreamHack is a lot more bare bones with Infinite than it was with the middle like period between Halo 5 and Infinite.
Watch out,
When Halo 5 wrapped up, MCC PC was on the way out,
He's still on the
right? Or was coming out. It was like a new thing, so we immediately pivoted to that.
Just good Halo right
Let's
there.
go, Mustache
That is
Shelly.
damn good
Mustache
Halo.
Shelly.
Oh my God.
Mustache Shelly. What's up, man? Mainly watching YouTube. Wanted to say thank you for always coming through with the Halo streams. I appreciate it, Mustache. Thank you, brother, for the prime. 4 months. Let's go. Welcome back. Watching YouTube, watching Twitch. Either way works. It means a lot, man. Thank you. Brad experiencing internet issues. It's been pretty bad lately. Okay. Thank you for the update, if that's the case, Pat. Hopefully he figures it out. Yeah, I remember MCC became the focus in 2019, and then we had Halo 3 tournaments at DreamHack that had like, you know, coverage with a main stage and high quality commentators and, you know, multiple live streams and whatnot, like A stream, B stream, right? Like there was a lot more to those events. We had UGC in the space. UGC put on 2 Halo LANs, Halo Classic 1 and 2 or whatever. And those were really fun, like grassroots kind of, but like
I'm jumping up on this guy.
complete Halo lanes, you know? The first ones that I had attended back in that time. Nice win. That was huge. Saved it last second. Trip cap at 233. Drunken team about to close the game out in the clutch here.
I'm going in.
240 and counting. Still holding on the map control. Can he cut off A for the rotate? They will be running to A. 246. They'll stop the clock. Drunk taking damage to that stray nade made it tough for him, but that was smart of him to try to... Oh, they all die. This is actually rough for Mag. Drunk was trying to, I think, isolate the player in A that was closer to Envor, so Envor had a better chance of trading a kill. But now he's spawning solo, and they get deleted by Legion. 250 to what? 246. Insane close. Keep in mind, the Legion team, I think, are all PC. Druck is on PC as well. He's on 120 FPS, but locked, but I'm pretty confident he's also on PC. Good timing here. It's interesting, like, you know, while Xbox is the place to play, not everybody's aligned in wanting to practice on Xbox in the lead up to the event. Legion typically play on Xbox at LANs because they typically play in the open bracket in Halo events, right? The open bracket has always had Xboxes. So I guess in their mind, they're thinking, we're not going to gimp ourselves. We know what it's like to play on Xbox. We've done that many times before. So they're just going to stay on PC and kind of like, you know, play it out, play their best Halo, and then adapt when they get to the venue or something, I guess, right? Yeah, Envor's on PC, I think with uncapped frames. Like, here's 120 for Druck, but then Envor is... Oh, you know what? Yeah, he's 120 as well. They're all capped 120. They're all capped 120, so here you go. So at least they're trying to simulate an Xbox experience. It's not perfect, but that's, I guess, sort of the intention. Not sure what's going on in the lobby here. Xbox fail. We got a CTF, pit CTF coming up. I got a bit of a bias for the Drug POV. The guy's nasty at the game. He's fun to watch. So I might stick with it. True GOAT is whoever's best on Xbox. PC is fraudulent. Nah. PC is open to fraudulent activity for sure, but I wouldn't say that it is by default. It's easier to cheat and all that on PC for sure, yeah. But the pros don't operate that way. Not worth putting their career on the line for it. Why I picked the Druck POV. He beelines for snipe off the open strat, and he's making plays with it. Not going to cut Common down, though, right? Common with a huge save. Yeah, Common staying alive on that side of the map with the sniper, and maybe in a position to play it, too. He's not going to live.
That wasn't him. It was Chris Common.
Yeah, that was Common and snipe. Oh, good call, actually. I thought that was the player. Druck knew, though, right? Importance of having name tags above these players' heads so you know who's getting away and who's the correct kill, right? If you remember the name, you'll know if he died. Shopify losing it down 5-1, I believe. 5-1. This is not Shopify, though, guys. We're waiting for their game. They're resetting right now. This is Druck POV. Magsup versus Legion, and I don't have a score on this. I'm not sure what the score is. They just lost their Strongholds live fire, though.
I'm blocking Muller.
Yeah, it's good to see Envor on better teams, for sure. It's just been like a year where, you know, other players that have been, you know, not in the spotlight, but have been hungry to get there, are finding opportunities they wouldn't have otherwise had.
Weak defense one.
We might have a lockdown on that too. We're gonna joust with the flag. Can they keep it alive?
Our second Mauler.
Soul Snipe here with good timing off the damage.
Where's our second?
Druck, I feel like, did his job, though does die. Flag gets returned. Seemed like a preventable situation right there. They were all 4 up, right? Had the flag in play and just second too late to save it. Return on both sides.
Yeah, I shot us. One shot your plat in. And your Mauler, you're good, dude.
Good calls from Druck here, keeping Soul Snipe alive. He cleaned them both up. That was 3 dead. Boo Boo and team in position to pull the flag early.
Last two on our side.
Should see a pull for a pull here.
You're pushing me out.
I thought it was 3 dead at least, right?
Weak are training on me, I think. Weak, 2 are snipe side, and 1's our training weak.
How is it possible? Yeah, I don't know. Could have to do with PC versus Xbox, but I don't know. But does it make things interesting for you guys? Maybe, right? Like,
Green.
I'll take a contentious Halo Scrim. I fully expect Shopify to bring it back and come out with the win still in the end. Scrim score. Can you tell me what it is, Courtney, if you don't mind checking the link? And then I'm gonna put that maybe on my camera or something in the meantime.
That's it. Oh, he's our turning.
Should be 5-3. Magsup leading.
He's our short ramp. He's weak turning. Flag is one.
Power weapons inbound.
Yeah, one share Mauler.
Ignore that for a second. I got rid of this. Yeah, I need this.
Power weapons on the field.
Oh, that's not it.
Okay, turning. Get our snipes up. Try and get our snipe.
Bro, I lost my little text. My bad, guys.
I see him. The enemy carrier.
I don't see sniper.
In place of this new Scrim overlay, I've gotten rid of that little green text thing. I have to make a new source for it. I don't know what to do right
Look
now.
at the plat.
Dixon, what's up, bro?
Weak to plat.
5-3
Getting sword
apparently.
on me. One shot sword. One shot their sword. Dude, this guy. Weak in sword.
Comments about shutting down Druck here. Kind of had his number in this game, right?
It might read too. We got re. One shot sword sniping.
Good kill.
RS1. I think it's small killed.
Probably dead here, but at least got the trade, right? But we do with the cleanup as well. That snipe was down in sword. Should be a shutdown on the flag and full defense here. Yeah, what can they do on attack now? Even LVT is technical difficulty. I think we're jumping in game, by the way, chat. Maybe not.
One shot Niels. One more second. A little bit weak.
People yearn for the neon green text. Yeah, we're gonna bring it back. Don't worry. I can't do it right now.
One shot sword. Got flag. We're turning weak.
Not Luminon. Inconceivable. But if you're Luminon watching this, you might think like, oh, they bleed. Should we play against them? Can we get the comms going too, though? I don't know if last shot muted on purpose or what, but these comms are gone now.
Power items incoming.
We're back in. We got Lattice. Oddball. Scrim continues. Shopify Inconceivable down by 4 here, right? Down 5-1. No comms is not usual, right? I'm used to hearing something from these boys. The audio is very quiet, too. Should be last shot sniper here. Just makes me want to be an observer for this, you know? If I'm not going to get comms, then it'd be nice to actually jump in. Tags a body unfalcated. His team is dead, though. He's got to find a way to get out of dodge. Yeah, kind of running it towards the like open spawn of the enemy team there. I think his attempt was clean up the kill and cut some angles at the same time. It ended up hand delivering the snipe to Inconceivable. Sub-Zero is Penguin. It's his original gamer tag. We're probably going to be answering that a lot today. Yeah, Penguin, aka Dead Zone, aka Sub-Zero. He has 3 names. He started as Sub-Zero back in Halo 5. Dude, surprised. What a nuisance, right? And I guess, again, sorry, Last Shot has lost his team here, so there's not much he can do from that position to kill Suppress. He's got no nades. Frosty not in an easy position, at least at the moment, to confirm that kill. Frosty going to find one of his own now, though. But just good looks at an Inconceivable off the open of this to bring the ball away from him and limit Last Shot's options here. No way he loses that 1v1. As they push into red, they're going to flip the spawns to blue, so got to be quick to make sure they cut the sight lines. 3 dead here. One final survivor, Falcated. I'm going to let him sit where he is and opt to hold setup for now until they get their numbers. Switch his name to Scorpion. That'd be dope. I don't know. You think he goes back to Sub-Zero? This is one of those years where, honestly, if you want to rebrand this year, go for it, bro. This is a good rebrand year. I don't think anybody's really, you know, paying enough attention. It's like right before Halo Infinite when Saiyan changed his name to Lucid, you know? Good timing to rebrand. Right before he got picked up by Optic, and then nobody worries about the Saiyan gamer tag anymore, you know? It's good timing. Should have a lockdown on this, trying to ping it out for Cycle with the pinch. Last Shot not wasting any time holding ball there, which is good too. They're caught off guard. Good rotate. They'll tap a shot in the sab here, and hopefully the team can clean it up. And he gets the ball to a play position as well, so still something they can bait. Numbers advantage here for Shopify. Should be spawning nearby. No, he spawned in blue. Frosty could be getting hit out in red just based off the spawn location. Trying to isolate Penguin here. Favorite tag was Dead Zone. Is slapped? I don't know, man. Whenever he switched, like, I preferred Penguin. I feel like most people would tell him that they liked the Penguin tag. I don't know. Did Lucid know about Saiyan before? Yes, he did. Yeah, part of the reason why he changed was, I think, because of the fact that there was already a Saiyan in Halo. But I think it was also, like, the DBZ connotation, right? Like, he was, like, heavily associated with DBZ by having a name Saiyan. And I think maybe he wanted to separate himself a little bit from that. But I don't know. I can't speak for the guy. Anyone I think needs a rebrand? They got a shit name. I don't want to call anybody out. Chat, who in the community needs to rebrand? Who'd benefit from a rebrand? I mean, okay. Obviously, of us, bro, that guy's super talented and he's young and he's new to the scene. Just for the sake of not having to deal with saying his name, obviously, bro, maybe consider a rebrand. Yakson? Maybe. Yak's easy to say, bro. I don't mind saying Yak. Piggy's fine. Ryan Doob is perfect. No need to worry about Ryan Doob. It's the names that I can't properly read or say as a commentator, that the complicated ones, you know, that like a new personality. All right. Relax. Piggy for sure. You guys don't think Piggy works? I don't think Piggy's terrible. I do think it's like very, it's not threatening. We talked about that, right? It's not a threatening GT. 2 dead here, looking for 3. Should run right into the arms of Frosty while they get some ball time. Who saw that light from the spawn, right? It's crazy how impactful that is. You don't see the spawn, but you just see the outer, like, glow from it, and that's enough to know. Simp needs a rebrand? I do think that's kind of a wild name. That is kind of a wild name. Did he make his name Simp before the whole term, like, Simp became a thing? All right? Like, I feel like he probably didn't know what that was when he made the name. Yeah, I think Jackson's fine. Inconceivable beat Shopify last time, too? Did they? Are you sure, baby? I should know this. It's the last shot is a bit much. No, so his tag is last shot. I don't think it's the last shot is what he would prefer to call himself. You know what I mean? Like, I think his tag, if you watch him in a tournament, his tag is last shot. It's not it's the last shot. Descendant should go back to Carmea. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I liked Carmea. I liked Carmea too. But he's stuck to his guns, and he's been with Descendant, you know, in the most successful point in his career. So by all means, man. They might end it here in position to play the ball at the very least. Could cut down, kill Sab quickly, but still rolls it off the edge. Shopify in position to collect the ball. Sniper's coming up here too. So this could snowball into an excellent advantage for Shopify if played wisely. He's lost cycle though, right? So he knows he's going to be chowed en route to this sniper. It's a vulnerable position to have it. He's got a repulse in the back pocket. Wants to keep Royal 2 alive with the ball here as well, as there are only 2 up. So a bit of a dilemma here for Last Shot that keeps him off the sniper, at least for now. Not killing... It was a Sub-Zero. Not killing Penguin in that situation could bite them hard. You stick him? No, not quite. Good repulse. Nasty. Cutting down Foul. Foul thought he had the freaking haymaker. Had one more nade in the back pocket. Little repulse combo going to keep him off. Ball still in play at 50 seconds. Snipe doesn't hit. They go 2 dead. Staggered. Are they in position to play it, though, right? Roll 2 not in position to play the ball out. At a disadvantage. This could be where the round ends. 5 seconds. Force World 2 out in the open angle, and he dies. That's the end of the round. Acid slaps. Acid's fine. I think that's fine. A bussy. I mean, it's the fact that he's kind of like stepped away at the moment might be a good opportunity for him to be like, okay, you know, come back with a different name, take the Halo community by storm. I don't know. I would never outright tell somebody to change their gamer tag, but I do have trouble saying his name. Frosty and World 2 names are so iconic. I mean, they've been around for a while at this point. They've won so many tournaments. There's no changing that'd be wild. Adopt a more natural pronunciation. Same with Envor. Yeah, Envor recently been saying his name is pronounced Envor or something. Like I'm still planning on calling him Envor, you know? Like I don't know, man. It's literally inconceivable. The scoreline? Are you surprised? Yeah, everybody's surprised today. Chad, I think I might get like an extension to increase the audio of Last Shot's gameplay because his gameplay volume is so low, and I can't bring it any higher. So my bad if it sounds very quiet. Take a second to figure that out. Omit picked up Inconceivable? Did they? Do we call them Omit now? Volume Master. That's what I was going to use, Fabs. Yeah. What's up, Yak? Welcome, man. Are you surprised by this this scoreline, by the way? Shopify down 5-1. Penguin on PC. Who's the other guy in the lobby who's on PC, in case you happen to know? Is it possible to see whose POV we are watching? This is Last Shot's POV, but I don't have control. Bus Legat, I don't have control. Not today. This is just a live stream. I'm just watching Last Shot's live stream. Omit Halo Twitter. Omit picked up Inconceivable. Yeah, I can change their name right now. That's cool, man. They deserve an org pickup, right? Some sort of sponsorship. Wait, everyone's on PC but Falcated? Really? Because I thought Barbosa or somebody in my chat had checked it, because you can see who's on and who's not when you check the Xbox friends list, right? Jackson's saying that 3 out of 4 members are on PC, guys. Confirm they're Omit now. Okay, we'll change their name to Omit. I'm gonna type that in a second. That's dope. Picks him up right in advance of the tournament. Get a little bit of exposure. We're seeing a lot of sort of like AM level orgs, you know, supporting the Halo community and hopefully getting some exposure in this off-season time. Do body shots barely count with the bandit? It seems like I crack shields and it appears I hit shots but don't get the kill. Body shots count? What do you mean? Body shots do the same damage regardless of where in the body you hit. If you break the shields, it takes 3 shots to kill after the shield break. Unless you hit the head, then it's instant. 1 shot. If you're getting body shots, then you're not hitting the head, or you're missing, or you're getting blanks. I don't know. That happens sometimes too. Should have a lockdown on this with cycle up above. Yep, easy cleanup. What? Penguin shuts it down. Sab was there to support, and I think he got team crossed, but Wyatt turns it into 2. These teams on PC for a rude awakening? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking maybe a little bit as well, right? Like, on one hand, I want to say, Inconceivable, look, they're improving, right? They're making progress. And maybe Shopify have a real competitor come DreamHack. But if they are like 3-4 PC and it's hard to know where the heck they stand and whether or not they're going to acclimate to Xbox or if they're going to find themselves like big time struggling to adapt because they've been so accustomed to playing a certain way for months. Is this dead ass? The scrim score is accurate, yeah. You just put my stream on. The score is accurate, yeah. I don't know. Must be blanks. Has to be? All right, yeah. That's what I was thinking. I never miss, bro. I only get blanks or hits. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like a... All right, Medici. How often did I coach Xbox players versus PC? I'd say it's like kind of a 50-50, honestly. Like I've worked with a lot of players who play on PC and a lot that have played on Xbox. SR is an all Xbox team right now. They're all on Xboxes, but they are sitting side by side in the Toronto headquarters. That's why the ping is so good, right? Like Shopify are actually playing with a lot of advantages by sitting side by side and by having 12 ping. They have the exact same ping right now. Ideal internet connection for the lobby. So it really just goes to show how effective PC is in competitive Halo if all four of them have a ping advantage and are sitting with each other but still losing in the scrim. It's not the frames, it's the latency that's the biggest issue, right? Input latency. The frames are fine, but the pros are playing on just a little bit more input latency, and it makes it harder for them to hit their shots. And if you miss a critical shot or like a rotate in pro play and you die in a scenario you shouldn't, then it cripples your team, right? Because it puts the team at a numbers disadvantage, and pros are so good at playing off of numbers and playing off advantage state. So basically, Inconceivable are gifted more advantages. And when you're given advantages, you're not just going to throw them away in pro play, right? Like, you're going to take the maximum off the advantage for ball time, for hill control, for whatever. This is tough. Yeah, trying to finesse a 2v1 in a super awkward situation. They go 3 dead. Absolutely slammed, by the way. This is over, I think. Final 20 seconds with the ball. They hold it in red. And Shopify, nowhere near it to shut it down. Sub-Zero's Penguin with snipe control. If he exposes himself, he gets blamed. Foul with the cleanup. Final 7 seconds here. Frosty trying to make a hit. And he might be able to get a break on it with a beatdown. Chasing it? No. Holy crap, man. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, let's see if we can get a extension or something. I don't know. That was a quick confirm, right? Switch the map at an instant. They're ready to just keep playing. Nice. All right. I know we do have 2 games going on simultaneously here. I could here, I'm gonna keep this until they're probably just gonna restart it in a second, but I'm gonna swap back over. It's 6-1. 6-1 omit. I'm gonna change their name. They literally just got picked up by an org chat.
Just a 3-ball, okay.
We have the ball.
Traded. I have death cam in red. I have death cam in red, no one's there. I have death cam in red, no one's there. Batteries now.
We have the ball.
I'm nades on ball.
This is kind of like manual. I'm just shoving into the center here. Something like that.
One more here.
Omit is not. They're 3/4 on PC, according to Jackson.
Yeah, both weak.
So it's a Xbox versus PC scrim, basically, is what we're looking at. And it's the reason why Shopify are having so much trouble right now. I want to also say it's a sign of progress for Inconceivable, but it's hard to tell, you know?
Oh,
That is just good.
Let's go,
Halo
Grief.
right there. That is just damn good Halo.
My God. Love to see a good Grief. Thank you for the sub, brother. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. Or thank you for the gifted, if that's what it was. Should have more audio now. Not much, but I don't know. That was like, I think I just maxed out what's available to me. I don't know. There we go. My bad. Okay, here we go. Why even agree to Scrim? They want to practice. Shopify don't care what the result of the Scrim is, okay? I mean, obviously they want to win, but like Shopify are going to take any practice with any team they can get, right? Knowing that regardless of whether or not they lose the Scrim, they're gaining experience in prep for DreamHack. That's all that matters in the end of the day. Like if you're Inconceivable though, you might be wondering like why like, you know, limit yourself or put yourself in a position where you might not be prepared when you get to the LAN if you're playing on PC with an advantage, right? Like, I guess their mindset is, you know, we'd rather not have to buy an Xbox or, like, completely compromise our setup in the way that we want to play. And we're just going to focus on building chemistry and teamwork and everything else and then just adapt is what they're thinking. Kay, how you doing, brother? Welcome. We're, you know, we're back on the grind. We got Shopify POV here. They're deep in the Scrim at this point. Game 7, Game 8. Game 8, they're down 6-1. And looking for some sort of an answer. Progress. Frosty with 2 already. Might be the exact remedy they need. Is he on a team? Let's get him on a team. They got 1 flag down already, right? Minute 30 into the game, so solid opening for Shopify here. 2 dead, make it 3. Frosty with just nothing but faces, right? Seeing nothing but headshots on the kill feed thanks to Frosty with the sniper. Absolutely killing it. Should be a second flag through. Last shot going to keep it alive. Cut off the green angle here, yep. And then anyone overextending through sword, he won't have time to address it, but flag capped. Up to Omit. We call him Omit now. To find out if they can find a counter here. Teams have asked you, not yet, too soon. Not going to, yeah, it wouldn't make sense for him to go to DreamHack. That makes sense, yeah. What about Atlanta, though? Collect, what about Atlanta? I feel like DreamHack Atlanta might be possible. It's possible that Omid think having one on Xbox in different places, worse ping, is equal to... No, they don't think it's equal. They don't think it's equal. I think, again, like... Okay, let's say that they don't own an Xbox. If you don't own an Xbox, would you want to buy a Series X? And, like, try to set all that shit up just to practice? I guess if it's, like, your... It's your job to play competitive Halo, you're going to do anything you can to stay on top, but... I don't know. Like, maybe they're thinking, like, okay, the difference between Xbox and PC isn't that big of a deal. I'm not going to go buy a Series X and, like, worry about compromising my gameplay when we could just focus on team chemistry and then adapt when we get there. You know, get there a few days in advance, scrim hard on Xbox a few days in advance, right? Because that's probably what they're going to do. And then just assume that all that playtime that they put in like, the, 72 hours before the event will be enough for them to hang with Shopify. But they can't let this get to their heads, right? They win this scrim, they got to know that, you know, the results might be different when they come into lane. The scenario is going to be different. Sub-Zero is Penguin's older gamer tag. Yeah, it's Penguin. But it was not written that way in the past, I don't think. He's got, what, 3 S's, 3 Z's. Damn. It's definitely a trend because his name is Zane, right? So there's a trend with the use of Z in his names. He likes, like, tripling them up. It's a good blame, by the way. Shut that down. He had the flag in hand, dropped it, sniped somebody, picked the flag up, and he's now capping it. VSync on PC is what you're looking up? What do you mean? You could turn the VSync on or off. If you turn it on, I don't know if it creates the Xbox experience, but like you could be on PC and turn on the VSync, and then that would add some input latency, but I really don't know. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. If it's not already taken, right? Sub-Zero is definitely a name that has been taken, you know? In some variation of it, I'm sure. To emphasize the cold. Second sticky goes through. Now that the game's kind of stabilized, it feels like Omit might have more opportunities to pull the flag and get something going, right? The early game momentum is kind of depleted at this point for Shopify. Rockets coming up could change that, though. This Omit team is much better roster-wise than last year's. Wait, who are you comparing them to? Right? Because this is like phase of last year, except Sab instead of Trippy is what this team is. So I don't know if I'd say they're much better. Is Sab a better pickup than having Trippy on your team? Or are you comparing them to like the SSG version of the roster, right? With Eco, and Stellar? Bro just hit a double jump here, last shot with the moves. Off the side walls in the middle of the map. Ryan, what's up, bro? How you doing? No Spyway, just POVs. Last shot's individual stream, unfortunately without comms. Not sure why. And then there's a second scrim happening. I've got 3 POVs for the second scrim. Hard to watch them both, though. VSync on PC adds input latency, not so much for shot registration, but input. Okay, interesting. Are you saying that shot registration is another issue with Xbox to worry about, right? I've heard that maybe that's the case, too. Like, maybe you get more blanks on Xbox. Like, I don't know, more shenanigans. Oh, you're talking about Omit. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so yeah, this Omit is way better than last year's Omit. Oh, yeah. I mean, okay. I don't want to say, like, way better and like, discredit the last Omit, but, like, as far as where this team is expected to rank in comparison to last year's Omit, much better, yeah. But, like, this team is basically the phase of last year with a slight variation. And Omit is an org that wouldn't have access to a roster like that normally. But because this is like an off-season year and those orgs aren't around, you get to see orgs like Luminon and Omit pick up top caliber teams and have the best talent in the game represent them. So it could be a good opportunity for Omit to maybe build some stock and relationships in Halo, I guess, right? So that they're in a decent position when the next Halo game comes out. That's usually the objective, I think, with some of these orgs in the off-season. They got top 16 at Worlds. Yeah, but in Worlds, there's only 16 teams. But yes, they got top 16. Any roster this year would have been better than last year's Omit. Like, actually. All right. That should be it. Not bad, chat. I know we're in and out. We got a lot we're chatting about that's not exactly the gameplay. Make sure you're following and watching Last Shot at the same time, right? I would not have this opportunity if the man was not live with his stream. So open up a tab, keep them both live. Looking forward to seeing the lesser-known orgs pick up top caliber players. I agree. I think that's like these are the silver linings, I guess, of this year, right? Is like the opportunities created for other people that might deserve them, that you might not know about. Thank God Rafi got a good team. Yeah, like Rafi, who's owns Omit, right? He's the org CEO. These guys work hard. They deserve to be represented by high-quality talent, so now they've got a good, talented Halo team to rep them. But hopefully they show up at the event, you know, with all the practice they've been getting in on PC and not Xbox. This party has some teammate attitude issues? I don't know. No comment. The issue with Omit wasn't, like, player individual skill as much as just the mishmash of players on the roster, right? Like chemistry between the players and practice, like dedication to practice. I feel like people were not on the same page. They didn't care as much as some of the other teams. They knew that they were in a position where they were unlikely to win. Holy shit, Drug. What a lockdown. First shot, not so bad. The second shot, he had a tiny window of time to line it up. And he does so beautifully.
I belong. I'm trippy.
We have the ball.
They cared. They were just shit. All right. Collect's got a unique perspective that we'll go with what he said. Cared a lot about that LVT qual. Oh yeah. Yeah, they beat you at that. That's fucking brutal though. That's crazy how that one qualifier led to no practice opportunity in the Pro League for months, basically. That's crazy. That like just playing good on that one day was enough to get you guys out of the whole Pro League. Is just, you know, oh, what the hell. LA was sick. Yeah. I bet. Truck is fucking nasty. Yeah, no, he's fun to watch. Clegg, maybe you should team with Drug. That little makeshift team, like Bound jumped into the tournament last weekend with Drug. That was kind of vibey to see those guys playing together. Kind of like a H lobby. Okay, Drug, Yaxon. We're making the team right now. Yeah, I feel like that would work. Drug, Soul Snipe, Collect, Yaxon. There you go, done. Me and Yak, team it too. Okay, there you go. Chat, Shopify won that previous game. It's 6-2 now. Said you were on your phone and he dropped you? Oh, you guys played together already, didn't you? Yeah. You weren't committed, bro. You gotta be committed. Kidding? Okay. Literally, I swear you could say anything in the chat. I'm gonna take it as fact. So just watch what you say, bro. That shit's gonna be. I'm gonna take it seriously. Collect, Drug, Bound, Sparty for sure. Omit just signed this team, like, as the scrim is happening, apparently. Like, the announcement just went up on Twitter, I think. Or they just announced that it was signed, right? They obviously decided it in advance. Hard to hear tone. Yeah, no, I read everything as, like, factual in my chat. Unless it's, like, blatantly, obviously stupid, you know? Like, for the most part, I read it in chat like it's, like, legit freaking, you know, headline news. For all I know, Omid didn't even pick these guys up, and chat's just been, like, baiting me this whole time. Nice fight. Sav just soared at the guy. It's that up flick right at the tail end. Looks so satisfying. To clean up the fight. Should have that guy trapped at stacks here. Frosty gonna live up in long haul. Try to create a lane. Perimeter for ball control. Yes, Envor had an elite qual in COD same weekend. I see. Drax, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Let's go. Welcome. Been bullshitted by chat too many times. I know, right? I'm so gullible. Two dead. Gonna see a play ball likely here from Foul. Tries to get out in the open space here. He's cut down by Frosty. Frosty with 2 heads. Would have been a beautiful play to see on live stream or in Observer. You know what I'm saying? Why is it Omit? They just changed apparently. That'll be last shot ball hold thanks to Frosty, who's going nuts right now. Another perfect face. Cycle cleans up his kill as well. Just watching C. In case a player does spawn in back C, it hits him out in long haul. Last shot does have the coverage. They're literally in the blender as they collapse on him. Should flip spawns here in a second. Frosty definitely looking icy at the moment. Cycle off of A should have the pinch and the damage. So they try to keep the ball alive here. 1 on each side, right? 1 in gold. Royal 2. With the coverage, missed the timing. You should be dead. We're going to see a ball set up here for Omit. We'll see what they get away with. I should try to delay his rotate until he's got somebody to work with. I think is the ideal scenario here. Just a fully isolated 1v1 until a teammate can join him. Nice nade. Can he clean up Sub-Zero? I prefer to call him Penguin, man. 600 FPS with 600 hertz monitor just to play on an Xbox? I know, bro. Insane. I don't know how it's not possible to have PCs at the venue. I really don't. They released a Halo multiplayer trailer on Bad Dragon? Yeah. Shut up. There's a little ledge there that last shot landed. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but that little panel, you can like stand on it. Big gunfight right there. Working off the team to stay alive. Good cleanups here. 2 dead. He could play for ball. They got good numbers. Seem to be under the impression that players are in goal, right? They had them split spawned in goal. Now Cycle's rotating and opening up C. I feel like there might have been an opportunity for like a grapple ball play or something. Going crazy on the bot. Yeah, Cycle said the same thing, man. Like he's like losing his mind or some shit. There's like a Reddit clip or something of Cycle saying he's... I don't know, man. It's weird. Envoy, let's go, brother. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, guys. Hope you had a great scrim. Sad I didn't get to watch it. I saw a little bit of Drugs POV in between games. We'll try to get a look at the score on that, too. Hopefully it was a productive scrim for you guys. W, Envoy. Hey, much love. Oh, fuck. You saying I'm the unk? Bro, I thought he said going crazy like he's like hating it. Yeah, low-key, Yak, your stats have been looking... Is it Vibey Scrim? Okay, cool. Your stats have been looking good. Yeah, the rest of your team was having trouble the other day. Statistically, compared to you, I'd say at least. Like, you were generally, statistically at least, a standout on the Xbox. Shopify getting slammed, yeah. Yeah, my bad, bro. You said you're going crazy. I literally... Once again. He lived on Xbox for 3 years, yeah. Last Shot said something similar, right? He's like, he used to play on Xbox. Lived on the box. They lose the round off this, though, right? How do they get a break on this? Frosty mid-map finds a cleanup, but he's got no perimeter to work off to get the ball. Final 4 seconds. Cleanup suppressed. Doesn't matter. What is with this series score? Yeah, so there's 3 players on PC, apparently, on Omit. There you go. Damn, wild play at a Penguin. Straight through the tower, wins the fight on Last Shot. Not typically what you see. I think these guys are just getting away with valuable 1v1s more often than usual, right? Going to Atlanta, that'd be dope. You really got to work off the team. Maybe avoid over-challing. He got kept weak by those nades. Still no ball time on either side, though. Roll 2 spawns here, so that player's left. He's out.
Target spotted.
Could be a player lingering. Yeah, foul with the shock. Nice cleanup. Doesn't give up his high ground either. 3 dead, so immediately pulls ball. Shock gonna sit down in batteries. Might despawn. If the team's aware, they could pick it up here. They got good timing to do it. I think that shock's gonna despawn. Good isolation, right? He's hyper aware of where his team is playing out. And comms knows where to get hit. As the 4th player on the map with the ball, he still needs to have a bandit in the action, right? Fill in the gaps in sight lines and awareness for the team, and always watch his team keep the action in front of him. I think the Shopify train might be deaded. They're cooked, Reese. I don't know what to tell you, man. They're literally in the headquarters, sitting side by side. They're getting handled right now. All the advantages in the world, you know? Can't believe it. Love the Halo community pulls up to this channel. Hey, me too, man. Grateful. Shock. Let's go. Who is Sub-Zero? We've had that question like freaking 40 times today. It's Penguin. It's just Penguin with a different gamer tag. We need a command. We need a Sub-Zero command. Next tournament is a week away. Birmingham, UK. We got a tournament coming up. Get ready to wake up early in the morning to watch it. Why don't pros pick up grenades? They definitely do. They definitely pick up grenades. Oftentimes, pros have stickies in the back pocket, you know, just about every engagement. They'll purposely grab them so that they can force a trade at the end of their life. Like, a lot is timing dependent as well, right? Like, The oddball is the most important piece of the puzzle here. If you're missing timing to play for oddball or to get to certain positioning on the map, to block a spawn, to, you know, do whatever is needed for the team in the moment, then it doesn't make sense to go out of your way to grab utility, right? Like, it's all situational. Sometimes it makes more sense to just make sure you get the ball in the free time that you have to get the ball. Or make sure you play out a spawn so you don't miss that valuable timing and then give up the potential advantage. Right now, just playing holding hands, right? Until their teammates spawn, which they did in A. An indication from the game that majority of the team, the enemy team, is in C right now. Try to converge on it. I think behind them, there's a player with a shock, though. Yeah, there's somebody a shock who was in pipes living. They couldn't find him. Whispering the penguin like the Green Goblin. Oh, yeah. 3/4 of omitter on PC, apparently. Why is everyone acting like PC isn't a huge advantage in Halo Infinite? It is an advantage. We're not. Who's saying that? You mean when we were joking about the fact that Shopify are struggling? You think that was serious? That does explain it, yes. I mean, I will say that, like, we all know PC's an advantage, but Shopify have better ping, and they're sitting side by side, and they're still down 6-2. So it really, you know, it doesn't look good for the Xbox fans. Xbox camp right now, you know, knowing that the team is literally, like, in a LAN setup with 12 fucking ping, right? Like, and they're still losing to 4 guys located in different areas of the U.S. and Penguin in Seattle, right? On, like, 80 ping, but winning on PC. VSync equal defeat, yeah. It's not over yet, though. All right, ball control here, 50 seconds, and counting off 2 rounds of slays there, back-to-back, should continue control. Grapple out the goal will block that and force the spawn space into the back of C. They don't want to open pipes here, cycles pipes, yep. You could tell last shot was a little concerned because World 2 is putting so much pressure towards C with his rotate that he could split the spawn. They want to keep him contained. The dive at suppress while he's weak. Took a little bit of time on the chow here. Oof, Donnie tried to finesse. Spawn split the pipes there. Frosty might be able to handle that. Good move out of last shot to just stay alive and occupy attention. Xbox pretty shit. Tell that to Yaxon, though. Apparently he's frying. Thought everyone on West Coast uses exit lag? I don't know, man. I literally, like... I have a VPN, and I'm willing to get on it, and if that helps Penguin's connection in his scrims, you know, I'll gladly watch. Xbox only good when everyone... Yeah, I agree, Descendant. What's up, man? I think, low-key, if everybody played Xbox only, then competitive integrity would actually be, like, higher, I think, in the community. Because there's way more limitation on what you can change on the Xbox with the polling rate, with the possibility for cheating, you know, etc. Like, competitive integrity is low-key better on Xbox. Even though performance isn't great. Yeah, only against PC. I agree with that. That's why Halo 5 was so competitive, right, Descendant? Because Halo 5 was, like, only Xbox, and low-key felt like the most competitive version of Halo I think we've ever had. Settings were more limited. Super deep game, gameplay-wise, too. But it just ensured that we got a very competitive experience. Dev, not Dev. Descendant, how are the scrims looking, brother? Like, any upcoming matches, anything? Nah. He gets into chat, and the first thing I ask, right? I want to watch you guys play. These are the most important scrims in advance of the tournament, and I don't think we've seen Luminon play Shopify one time, you know? It'd be nice to see that matchup. Tomorrow, Shopify... Oh, my God. Intel. What do I got to do? What do I got to do to get my ass in there? Or go live. Like, literally, if we can get Last Shot, Frosty, Trippy, Precision with live streams, I'm good. I'm great. That's fine. So I'd love to be in lobby.
We have the ball.
Hey.
Ball dropped.
I think we should all make the switch to GTA 6. I don't know what we're doing, chat. It's 2026. It's time to get over it with the Halo, you know? That was 4 dead. And then first two spawners up in C and last shot's on top of them immediately. Split them to A by making this rotate here, or maybe not. Cycles here, I take it back. Reopen the spawn at long haul. Blasphemy. Don't have exit lag? Right, so I guess that's something you've had to use on PC, yeah? Sucks that your internet is the way it is, though, man.
Enemy has the ball. Enemy has the ball.
It's always, Descendant, it's always you who's got, unfortunately, who's the one who's got to get kicked out the lobby.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
You're like, what's the holdup? Oh, shit, Descendant's internet. What is exit lag? It's kind of like a VPN, I think. I don't fully know. I think what it does is, like, helps you connect to your local server. I don't know if it... I assume it's not like a geofilter. Because geofiltering is not allowed. I think it's... gives you some sort of flexibility. Holy shit, Rarky!
It's just damn good Halo.
My God! Rarky the GOAT has made his entrance into the chat. Let's fucking go, brother. Talik got the gifted. Hey, Riot. Preston. Skrill. Pony. Stinky. Sequacious. Cream Boy. Gabri? Stretch. Welcome, guys. Rocky, thank you so much, brother. I hope you're having an excellent day. Sitting at 785 now. 15 out from 800. Thank you, Rocky. Exit lag routes server to best it can... Wait, to the best it can to lower your ping, basically. Short explanation. Okay. So you don't have control over how it routes the server. It just does the best it can to give you a better ping, basically, with its own sort of internal system. You don't have the freedom. So I think that's the issue with the geofilter is, like, you're choosing where you want the lobby to connect and, like, pulling the server for everybody else or some shit like that. Talik, what's up, brother? Welcome in. You have the freedom, but you can customize it. Wait, you confused me. That crazy to geofilter? You can't customize it? You can't. Oh, shit. Okay. You have some freedom, but you can't customize it to the level of the geofilter. Okay. So to the point where it's, like, acceptable, I guess. Nasty 5. Holy. Reversal kill. On foul. Keeps the perimeter alive here. And hopeful ball setup. I don't know where that player came from, right? Zane in Whirlpool just 5 the hell at a last shot. And he was so not ready for it. Taking out an instant, trying to break him down from behind here. Got a team spawn behind him, I think, too, off his positioning. So that completely shut down their momentum with the ball. We're in a level 3 hype train, thanks to Rarky. Just letting you know, chat. We got Omit fans. Oh my God. If you're an Omit fan, you got to contribute to the hype train or else you're not a true fan. Sab coming up with 2. World 2 with shot control. We'll support last shot to hopefully hold the lead here. Frosty, spawn location, and long is the direction they got to run this. Let's see if they can keep it alive. Huge finesse on foul. Isolating the head was so important there, right? If it's trades, he's out of the play. He can't support the team. Managing to cut that guy down, win the fight, keep the ball alive. Kind of wild with the shroud. And Liv, yeah, last shot's so slippery, right? Dodges the sticky, some patient movement. Just a little sidestep, right? It's all you need. Gets the beatdown as well before he drops. Hopefully damage his team can pick up off of, but Cycle not really in a spot to do anything about it. No play ball on the sneaky here too. So Shopify going to try to keep the numbers and get access to it back. Hopefully bring it to C. That's where they have the perimeter. If they get a chance to do it. Royal 2 with the trade. Should be 3v3 on the map right now. Interesting scoreboard check timing, right? He brings up the scoreboard like mid-gunfight, almost dies for it. Finesse for sure. Catching Sab the instant he spawns in gold, and Frosty's got the pinch on that too, so we should see a ball rotate here for C setup. Sub-Zero drops as well. A spawn is the open spawn to the right of last shot. He's on a timer, and he knows that. So he's going to drop ready for it. Falcade to make sure to grab the stickies. before he got into that fight. He'll force a trade at the very least. But Shopify with a setup off this. As they maintain control. Here comes Cycle with the grapple here too. Shock coming up. Shot going to shoot his way to Shock, likely. Work off of kills and damage to get there. Damn. Foul makes him work for it. Finds 2 with the nade. Good awareness. Could see a game win with this, right? They staggered him. Ball brought back to long haul. Hold on. Frosty dies. He traded. It's going to be up to Wyatt for a second here. I think Cycle picked up the Shock. Yeah, Cycle with Shock. And then enemies from C all the way to A through Whirlpool. Well-budgeted custodian. How we doing, Rocky? It's always a pleasure to see you, man. How many games do people scrim? They scrim 11 if they don't play Slayer. Which is kind of sad these days, I'm not going to lie. We went from, what, like 15 or 16 to 11? Probably better for, yeah, maybe better for the pros in timing of things, I guess. Because it's a shorter scrim now. If they play Vacancy Slayer, then it's 12, but usually they don't play Slayer. I don't know. What do we think of Vacancy, though? I was really hoping we'd get, like, Streets, Oddball back, or anything. Honestly, anything Streets, man. I'm really kind of upset that we need... Vetoes would be cool. Vetoes would be cool. The maps are kind of mid. Yeah, bro. Like, nothing is new this year. And the new stuff this year is not exciting, if I'm being honest. Like, you know, Vacancy is an interesting map design. I don't hate King of the Hill, but, like... I don't know. It's just hard to get something... I feel like we really got to leverage the dev maps. I don't know. Just find a way to make Streets work. Vacancy Slayer seems kind of silly to me. I don't know. With the way the map is laid out and the perimeter of the map and where you spawn. Lattice is shit. I don't hate Lattice, though, actually. I don't know. You think it's shit? Lattice, what's shitty about it? The spawns? Vacancy's mid. Vacancy King of the Hill is okay. Vacancy Slayer I'm not a huge fan of. Like, Streets Oddball was great, man. I thought Streets Oddball was a great game type. We need a Strongholds. Strongholds is the hardest game type to make work in Halo. It seems we have the most issue with it, right? Because they've tried, what, Rig, tried Solitude. Some of those maps I feel like had potential if they changed the sandbox. Argyle was not bad, but like we don't have a it's really just Strongholds and Oddball that I'd like to see more of. I don't think we have a shortage of like CTF options, unless we do. What was it? They brought Pit back this year. I'm also playing CTF Pit. Yeah, fuck. Pit used to be a lot of fun to watch. As a spectator, I didn't hate Pit. As a player, I'm not a huge fan of playing Pit. The pacing of Pit for spectators is kind of nice. There's a lot of tools on the map to work with. And the map is designed in a way where, like, there's isolated sides to it, right? So you get time for, like, team communication. You don't see it as much nowadays, though, right? Hey, Mother Shots. No. So all of Shopify is on Xbox, and then 3/4 of Omit is PC, apparently. The Scrim score is 6-3, by the way. We'll update it now. So Shopify bringing it back a little bit. Rarky with 5 more.
Halo right there.
No way.
That's just damn good Halo.
My God, a lot of ghosts in the chat today. Love to see it. Professor, welcome. Stuart, Gilkey, welcome, brothers. Saturn and Blackbeard. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. Why did Streets get removed? Maybe some pros in the chat can say something about it. I feel like Streets was very snowbally. It's a small map. It's very easy to like collapse on spawns, right? And have the game kind of snowball in your favor. Oddball was fine. I don't think it needed to be removed. I think it only got removed because they added new maps. I think they got rid of King of the Hill and Solitude for a similar reason. It was just like not a fan favorite, or it wasn't a pro favorite. And when they were thinking about what to replace with the new stuff, they decided to just cut that because it was like low on the priority list, if that makes sense. Streets is the only Slayer now. And honestly, Slayer, I feel like, is the weakest game type on the map, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Like, I feel like Street Slayer is okay, but Oddball was a better game type for the map. I don't know. It's just Slayer, just Slayer. You're okay with Street Slayer? I thought Streets King was good. I thought Streets King was so fun. Yeah. You could be on Tar. I agree with you. I like Streets King a lot. Like I'm going from matchmaking context. I can understand Strongholds being like, the thing is, the sandbox when we played that shit was completely different, right? So how do you compare it now? Like I would have to play it to know. We were playing BR starts. We had rockets on the map when we played King of the Hill. There was a shotgun. I just walked away. Everything about Xbox is so gimped, bro. He has to do this. Luminon, what's up? Welcome. Sandbox for half the maps removed is different. Exactly. So the maps would play completely different. Even the movement today is different than it was back when when Catalyst and Bazaar existed. The movement was totally different, right? Like you can G-slide off shit you couldn't even attempt to G-slide off of back on Bazaar in year one. So I don't know how that would change the map, but it's hard to imagine Bazaar working. I feel like that's harder to make work. Streets, I feel like would work. Strongholds just an ass game type. The thing about Strongholds is, especially in matchmaking, like I feel like it's the hardest game type, low key. No, it requires the most coordination throughout. It's fun to watch. It's chaotic. It's like the most chaotic and most teamwork oriented, maybe, game type. I don't know. I think it's hated in matchmaking because it's hard to play. It's hard to play with your team in Strongholds versus other game types that are more like streamlined. Like people have different ideologies on how to correctly play Strongholds, on whether you should hold or whether you should push out spawns. So oftentimes the game gets chaotic, you know, and people get upset with each other. Is my take, at least. Starboard with bandits. 3 maps I can name that are better than Vacancy and Lattice. What are the 3 maps? It's not the most chaotic. Someone has to sit on a point for 10 years. What do you mean someone has to sit on a point for 10 years? Argyle was dope. Argyle was dope because you had 2 grapples in play, 2 snipers in play. You had like a map, you know, with, I don't know, there was like risk associated with how you played out the map with the grapples. There's a QT that was actually useful on that map that didn't feel overpowered. It was fun for spectators, Argyle. Not the prettiest map ever, but it worked, you know? Like, it was a good-looking Forge map. I think also the pros got really good at it, and that's what made it more... It was one of those maps that, like, wasn't appreciated in the beginning. But when people, like, figured out how to play it effectively, it got, like, the pacing improved, and flags got pulled and captured way more often. Sometimes those bigger maps, I think, in CTF work better for Halo Infinite, because the pace of game is so fast now. Like, when we play Forbidden... Or, yeah, I guess Forbidden, but also Fortress. Like, it feels like the maps are too small sometimes. Because the pace of the game is so quick now. Hardpoint? They could do that. Lucid tried that. If you saw the Lucid tournament, right? Lucid changed the King of the Hill settings to OG King of the Hill, or like hardpoint settings. And it was actually kind of entertaining. Drock, what's up, brother? Welcome, man. Still in the thick of it. It's 6-3 right now. And yes, we do have at least 3 PCs apparently on the side of Omit. We'll get the update maybe eventually from the players. Shopify have been on the back foot, but they're kind of bringing it back. They're on a 2-win streak at this point. Trying to maintain it, and I fully expect them to come back before the end of the scrim. Keep in mind, it's 11 games, right, chat? So the best we could see is a 6-5 scrim score if they don't play Slayer. Meaning that Penguin and team have already won this. Just off that fact. Never complained about Argyle. So Argyle defender, thank God I have some knights. People definitely complained about Argyle. It doesn't help that there's very few maps that the entire pro community and casual community collectively agree is good or bad. You know, like Live Fire and Recharge are like the only maps that like everybody fucking knows are good maps, you know? And then just about every other map has been open to criticism, and it's like a different set of opinions depending on who you ask. So it's tough. Like, there was a period where everybody fucking hated Argyle. It was like the worst thing to play, you know? And then unfortunately, Halo Studios are very inflexible. It takes a long time for decisions to be made and like to follow through. So they'll make a decision about something that might be old news, right? Like the community's like, oh, we hate this, but then they change their mind, right? Things start to evolve. The sandbox changes, opinions change, and then by the time the opinions change, you know, HCS is still worried about last year's opinions. And they finally fix it, and it's too late, you know? And then all of a sudden, they're wrong there too, so it's tricky. Actually, War, when you're playing, watching is kind of... I kind of liked watching it, no? You can change the... You would change the sandbox a bit. You can make 4 bullets in each sniper, but have the sniper spawn more frequently. Like, literally lucid settings, bro. Knock the wall down in the PCs. I thought that was all cool shit that he did. He opened up the PC area, so you can jump between the long haul and PCs in Argyle. And then the sniper spawns a little bit more frequently, but it's only 4 bullets every time you pick it up. Took the needlers off the map. Added new skill jumps as well, so like new ways to access the back of the flag and shit. It's gonna be a first hill here for Omit. Stellar hit his prime form on Argyle. Bro's got legacy clips there. Pretty mad. I mean, the map is pretty straightforward. It's just like a little 3-laner. The grapple flag runs were fun, though. Grappling flag was pretty cool in that map. HCS they listen to Lattice Strongholds, yes. But see, so Lattice is an example of like HCS attempting to add new maps to the rotation, but they didn't add the map until the last freaking month of the year, right? Like, they add the map in the middle of the summer, and then they take out Streets, Oddball, and King of the Hill Solitude when there's like a month between practice, right? So it's like, had they done changes like that in the outset of the season, then I think that people would have been more open to it. But you wait like 6 to 8 months, and we're smack in the middle of the season, and then we're making a change. Not everybody was so excited about it. So yeah, there's a testing period. There's like it's tricky, you know. And I'm not saying that like, I'm just saying they're inflexible. I don't know the details, but it just makes it challenging for everybody. Yeah, we were supposed to get the map, I think, in advance of spring or something. 11 period, everybody complains about it. I think we've been on Pit for upwards of what, 15 years now. Pit is kind of old news, man. Not even kind of, you know. Pit's an ancient fucking battleground. I don't know. I don't hate watching it, but I find that this year's Pit games are like, they snowball way more than they ever used to. Like, Pit ends in like 3 minutes or less, way more often than I'm used to seeing. And I don't know if it has to do with just like the bandit meta and the way that people know how to play. Like, everybody knows how to wall kick off shit now, so like the map is just so much faster than it was in like the first 2 years of HCS. I don't know. People don't like Forbidden either, so it's tricky. Should be able to bring this hill back. 2 dead already. Got some coverage. Sab trying to find some scrap time, but good luck, right? Shopify with the kills will guarantee it. Last shot already hitting out the map and the spawners. He sees one on the way. He's going to create a chain through the big door here, I think, where the red door where Cycle is standing. Yeah, trying to work off him. 2 dead already. Good decision to pivot, work off his teammates' damage. Ends up dying out mid-map, though, and they're kind of staggered right now. They got to find a way to time their push and break this together. Good nade shot. World 2 gets it started. I enjoyed Forbidden, but there were a lot of like the pro community. I don't think loved that map. You'd have to ask them. Ain't even bad, bro. I don't know, man. Once again, you are all on different pages, because I've seen, you know, several pros talk about Forbidden being like the weakest map in the playlist or something like that. One of the weaker maps. Yeah, Piggy doesn't like Forbidden. I know that. See, the thing about it is it's a dev map. Like, I feel like we should always... The dev maps perform the best. They look the best. They perform, like, frame rate-wise the best, right? I feel like it's something we should try to prioritize. Keep the dev maps in the game if possible. If there's a way to, like, improve upon them, change the sandbox, alter something about the layout, you know, skill jumps, whatever, that makes it more playable, great. Because I'd rather prioritize that than a new Forge map, personally. Catalyst is a beautiful map. It was hard to get that one right with the sandbox, but it's one of the best looking maps in the game, right? So it's like, again, it's a map that I'd like to see, you know, played on somehow. Vouch for Guillotine. Yeah, I saw that actually, yeah. They had a vacancy, yeah, why, I wonder why it is that a map like Guillotine, we never heard anything about it after the fact. Like, that was actually a pretty good looking map. Is it just, does it run like ass on the Xbox, right? Like, I remember Optic and Renegade and them talking about Guillotine. Druck, I think, said positive things about it too. Like, that map is like actually pretty good. And then we just never, I never heard back or saw anything from like HCS talking about that map. That map with the purple ship? I couldn't tell you, man. It was anything but mid, though, right? That map's like S tier. I don't know, fucking mid ship. Guillotine was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. And graphically, I feel like it was actually better looking than this one, though. It was a big map, though. It was actually a pretty big map. There's a lot going on the map. I feel like that the one thing about that map is it felt like there was almost like extra space on the perimeter that was just kind of, I don't know. Like, it maybe just needed to be trimmed a little bit. I don't know. You thought midship was too big? Nah, really? I feel like midship, that map feels tiny, no? The midship map was good. The issue is performance. That was the issue with that map. It runs like ass on the Xbox, apparently. So if we were playing midship this year, you guys would be, like, hating your life. Starboard was okay. What a brawl, right? Final minute in the game, by the way. Sliver away for both hills. Shopify just edging him out, barely. Wait, suppress the trade. Last shot finds it. It's up to him and Roll 2. Cycle coming in from spawn. Cycle got a closer spawn, right on that left side perimeter, which just automatically puts their opponents farther away. It might make it tricky for Omit to bounce back in this. Fried. Make it 2. Spree for last shot. Isolates the angle on Royal 2, and they guarantee it. That was icy. Holy shit. Last shot chat loving it. It's a Forge Hub. Yeah, Forge Hub tournament map. And, like, there's, like, a bunch of other ones, too, that are pretty decent. Leave Xbox in the past. I hear you, bro. They win the game with this. Final 20 seconds. And Shopify on a bit of a late scrim spree, right? 3 wins back-to-back. Should have the guarantee. As long as they keep some numbers here. We'll see a last-ditch effort here. Yep, denied. Last shot woke up at the tail end of this. He's been frying. Yeah, he's definitely locked in now. Takes that time to grab the grappling here, too. 3 seconds on the clock. Good win. They're right back in this. 6-4 now. I guess, unfortunately for them, there's only going to be, what, 11 games? But let's see if they can maintain the spree. I think we got one more map, chat, to make it count. People lose 20 plus frames on the midship map. Yeah, it depends on if you're looking into the center of the map and you're looking at it, there's like a lot of curved geometry in Forge. It tanks the frame rate. It like it's weird. I don't know. Timmy Forges showed me at one point. It has to do with, or it's not so much lighting. I think it's just the curved geometry. There's a lot of polygons needed to create the curved surfaces, and they stress the GPU on the Xbox. So if you look into the middle of the map, that's when you drop the most frames. Final game, chat. Potentially, at least. It'd be nice to see Weasel. Players not practicing on Xbox might not do well in the next LAN. We're going to find out. But at least make the storyline a little bit interesting by having Shopify struggle a bit, you know, give them some competition, give me the impression that this new Omit roster is, you know, means business. But yeah, can they carry this kind of dominance over to LAN? Hard to imagine. We'll see, though. They will be at the LAN in advance of the tournament. They'll have like 24 to 48 hours of like scrim opportunity on the Xboxes where they can kind of acclimate and, you know, get back in that comfort zone. We'll see, though. Try to get a snipe out of the hands of this player on Omit. 2 dead already. Suppress might play this off the bat. Assuming he does die. Does he have a QT? He's camoed. Suppress camoed with the sniper. Peels. Last shot. Getting that dodge here, too. Suppress doing work to keep his team in it. Thankfully for Shopify, they have AB, at least for now. Got to work out Frosty. Frosty's the only one alive on the map to play up with. Cleans up foul. Yeah, he can try to toe the line on the hill. That's the farthest he can go, and Suppress is ready to cut him down. Cycle here to pick up the pieces. So Suppress finally out the picture. That snipe, I believe, gone here too. And we're looking at a BC hold for Shopify. Last shot going to waste no time. Ooh, he was going to go to A, right? But he pivoted last second when his teammate died. It's good flexible play at a last shot, recognizing he can no longer go for the attack on A. He needs to be present for the fight with the team so they can hold on to some sort of 2-cap. Better to buy a pre-built than to build your own PC these days? Pre-builds aren't bad. It depends on the pre-build. You're right, though. Mine is a pre-build. I got no issues with it. And fouls at the lobby. Hopefully get a reset on that. Secondhand GPU from I don't know enough about this stuff to know like quality assurance and whatnot, right? So I have Pyro, who's pretty dedicated support in the community when it comes to like building PCs and whatnot. He's in I see him in a variety of Twitch chats as a mod. But yeah, Pyro helped me with mine. He like gave me a recommendation, and then I just followed his directions and got the PC that made the most sense for me. 1K or less, maybe 1.5K. Yeah, I guess depending on what you want, right? Like, if you're just trying to run Infinite decently well, then you probably don't have to shell out a ton of money. But if you want something with, like, longevity to it, you're going to play more than just Halo Infinite. You're going to do more on your PC than just play Halo, you know? Like, you might want to invest in something for, like, the long haul, I guess. I don't know. I think Cyber Power. Hold on, actually. So initially it was going to be a US-based website, but then I ended up getting it from somewhere here local. I think in Canada, Weasel. I don't know. I can't remember right now. I'd have to find it. Maybe after the stream or after the Scrim. I think one issue with the pre-builts is like ventilation, right? That they can like run really hot. They have like shitty, like cheap fans and whatnot that you know, might make it difficult for them to stay cool, depending on where you keep them. I think you just want to. What I wanted was somebody who just understood what all the internals were and whether or not they were of good quality. I don't know. That's just an idea, Collect. I honestly don't know. Like, what are all the potential concerns with the pre-built? Want to be constantly updating shit and worrying about upgrading, etc. Yeah, exactly. Trying to get something that like has some longevity to it, and to know that all the parts of the PC are like, you know, relatively high quality, so that you don't have to like break it open and yeah, update one specific thing down the line or I don't know, within the short term. Or like what kind of casing are they using for the PC? Is there a space in there to like upgrade and add more internals to it? You know, if you do want to upgrade it, like one of a pre-built I got like a long time ago had like a special casing to it that just had it was so limited, right? Like I had very few like ports to use for like RAM and upgrades that I had wanted. Are CyberPower PC good? My old PC is CyberPower. I've got no issues with it. I got it back in 2022. And then the one that I have now, I got from some other website. But it's also great. Penguin is Sub-Zero, yes. Just switch the case? Yeah, you would have to... The point being is I think people who buy a pre-built want to make sure that they're getting something that they don't have to tinker with for a long time. They just get something and then they just put it like an Xbox, basically. They just put it down, hit the initial updates and the setup, and then they're back in business, you know? Your PC is a 5090, okay, nice. Yeah, but I think that's what it is. It's like people coming off a console who want like the least barriers to entry and something that's just like ready and made for them and with no fuss, no potential hurdles that they got to run into and navigate. I'm not personally very savvy myself, so I just made sure to get somebody who knew that shit so I could be comfortable with the purchase, and then I would just throw my money at it, basically, you know? It's like, just get me what you know is good, and then I'll trust you, bro. That's your concern. Yeah, exactly. Keep it simplistic, right? Yeah, Pyro is on... You could honestly reach out to him, the same guy that I worked with. Hold on. He'd probably be happy to get the connect. Here, he might be able to help you. But, you know, obviously it's like a service. I'll link his Twitter. That's the guy who recommended my PC. So he's pretty knowledgeable. He's a mod in Snakebites chat. He's a mod in some of the Halo chats. Yeah, so there you go, Tetrify. He helped out Sparty, I think, too. He works with Sparty. Sparty's obviously super well-versed in the PC optimization game, right? He's been doing that forever. Opinion-driven for sure. Different looking opening this time around, right? An early blender here. Shopify find themselves in after Foul reconnects to the lobby. 100 to 27 now. Can we find some control in this? Gonna work off cycle. Getting tagged from somebody hitting out mid-map, so it's Foul coming in with heat, right? They're pushing out spawns, keeping the pressure up on them while they have control. And it's up to Royal 2 in the camo for a saving grace here. Frosty, I believe, has sniper as they pinch that. Last shot with the isolated 1v1 on Foul. Notice his rotation that he hit there, right? He sprinted away from the ramp and then came in last second. He's avoiding pre-nades and avoiding the angle, right? So that he can come in, take the minimal amount of damage, and hopefully surprise Foul with his rotation in the way that he pushed that out. It's very intentional. Hey, D-Style, no problem, brother. Have a good rest of your day. You can hit it. Yeah, Accelerate is knowledgeable as well. You can hit up Accelerate. That works. I'm just recommending the person that helped me is all. That's if you want to change your infinite settings, though. But if you're looking to get a new PC, I'm sure you'd help there too. But yeah, it's different conversation. Sick G-slide. You have to line that one up on the edge of the ledge. It doesn't always work properly, right? So last shot kind of just twirling off the edge, getting right in the face of that player, forcing the trade with a sticky, giving Frosty and team access to the AB hole. Let's go, Kaplan.
That is just damn good Halo.
My God, 11 months. Chat, we are 4 subs. No. We losing them as we're gaining them? Kaplan, welcome back, brother. Thank you for the 11 months, man. We are losing them as we're gaining them. We're 10 subs away from 800. Love to see you, man. Thank you. Damn, somehow doesn't clean up the kill. Sab gonna get out just barely. Teammate on his right watching over the hill here. Should be able to get the reset on B with the numbers. Yep, 2 dead already. And Wyatt in a position to pinch at A and bait the camo. This could be a big momentum stint if they don't fall apart here. Nice attempt, right? He was at a disadvantage in the fight. Tried to force it close range with the slide. Put himself in repulse range. Something to make his opponent choke. Frosty still gets out with camo. Still holding on to control here. And a perimeter for Shopify. Omit are winning 6-4. And this is the last game, I believe, in the Scrim. So, regardless of who takes this, I think Omit will come away with the win in the Scrim. Unless they play Slayer. But yes, Omit are 3/4 on PC. I think 3 players on the team are on PC. Maybe. According to Jackson. All Xbox for Shopify, sitting side by side with ideal ping in the Toronto HQ right now. Right, they're at 15 ping. A lot of snipe control for Shopify as well as Frosty gets out with yet another. Finds a head immediately from the pillar door. So Frosty going to open up the play for last shot. He can play out back B off this. Good damage on Foul here too. Nobody on Shopify through mid to pinch out Foul. So they got to take their time with this. Frosty died as well. Not sure what happened to that snipe. There's a chance that Omit have it now. Big kill on Surprise. Can he keep the play alive? Got to finesse his way back B. Stray nade from Sub-Zero. From Penguin, sorry. Cleans it up. And they could have snipe control on Omit here. Something to watch out for. Trippy's on Luminon. Trippy's with Descendant, Talik, and Precision. Ooh, Cycle with 2. Hold on. Shopify looking for map control. Last shot thought he had a flank on somebody. I guess he did, right? That player made it to C. Royal 2 will deal with him instead. Surprise should be dead to rights. Yeah, just isolate the angle. Make sure he's dropped by Cycle from behind. Supporting Royal 2 really effectively there as well, right? Last shot so quick to get a bandit angle in the fight. Took you weeks to shoot super straight in again. That's interesting to point out then, right? Because, like, if it took you weeks to get used to it, then what kind of circumstances are Omit putting themselves in, right? Like, they're kind of gimping themselves. Or they're definitely, you know, going to be playing from a new disadvantage when they get to the venue. Falcated is apparently on the box. No, Penguin's on PC, apparently. Penguin, I know for a fact is on PC, to be honest. The others I'm not as sure about. I know Penguin's on PC. Falcated on the box, apparently. Yeah, I don't know why he's on the Sub-Zero account. I don't know what that's about, to be honest. Yeah, still waiting on Trippy and Luminon to play Shopify in practice. I don't think they've done it yet. So, you know, hopefully that happens. I'm not sure if it will. Or I think actually tomorrow, by the way. My bad. Descendant literally just dropped in the chat. So, chat, there's a chance that we could see Luminon Shopify tomorrow. Something to keep tabs on. And then we'll get an understanding of where our rank 2 team stands versus Shopify as well. And that team is all Xbox, I believe. So it could be a very different result. Because right now we're looking at rank 4 versus rank 1. This Omit team is currently 4th place in standings, if you care. Nice kill. Should be able to close out the game with this, right? Great progress at 243. Got all the time in the world. Maybe not, but a little bit of time to work with, especially if they get them off the sniper. Frosty coming out with almost every single snipe in the lobby. Does die on route, though. It's going to be hard to finish that 1v1. Yeah, Surprise getting first shot here. Last shot not able to pull out any sort of footwork to throw him off. Cycle drops with the sniper here, too. And in the blender they go. Hold on a second. Trip cap for Omit. This can go out of hand very, very quickly, especially if they get staggered. Foul with the sprint strafe actually works on Wyatt. Force him to miss, but Cycle with a lockdown. Hold on, Cycle turns 2. He'll take A back at 232. That might give him an opening to hit up B. They don't want to die for free here. Good lift from Royal 2. Royal 2 barely survives at the big door. Looking for a well-timed hit from 4 different angles, ideally right through pillar door, hitting the nest angle, hitting big door at the same time, all for B. And if it doesn't work out, last shot can try to take C. They won't get it. That might be game. 4 dead. And Omit shut it down. Holy crap. Omit shut it down last second. There it is. Trying to find the right moment. Ryan, how we doing, brother? Welcome. Damn good Halo for Omit. Challenging Scrim for Shopify, even though we know that, you know, where the advantages are and whatnot. Good to see some competition at the very least. They're going to GG at that, so no Slayer being played. Very good result. I mean, with the way with what Shopify are capable of, we know how good this team is. The expectation is that they win regardless of whether or not they're an advantage, disadvantage, you know? So I don't know if I'd say very good result. But it could be just the power of PC versus Xbox. It could also be a sign of improvement, maybe, for Penguins team. Bon voyage, you're out of here trying. This man is gone in an instant. Yeah, a loss, but maybe something to think about. For the viewers, keep us on board for an interesting tournament, right? A week from now. Last thing you want is just one team dominating the league effortlessly. It's not going to be fun to watch. I want people to have questions, who's going to take this thing? Gimping your PC isn't the same. I agree, it's not the same. Shop they'll be on fire for sure at DreamHack. They're in the best scenario to get the best possible practice. If they have some trouble along the way, that's perfectly fine. But, literally side by side in HQ, they're going to fly out to Europe together. So, chemistry's good. Practice opportunity is there. I'm not sure what Wyatt's doing with the live stream, if he's keeping it on or what, but obviously we'll raid the man. Appreciate the opportunity to watch the gameplay, What time? I'm not sure when the Luminon Shopify scrim is happening, but typically scrims take place anywhere from like 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, right? So,
trying to figure out for the scrim.
I think he might be done.
Man. Fucking goes.
Okay, Precision is playing.
You should raid Jinxie?
Jinxie be dope. Precision's playing MM with the wifey. I'm gonna send it to Precision. Yeah.
These guys on Xbox only Falcated, yeah.
Only Falcated on PC, apparently, yeah.
You think?
Or maybe Wyatt doesn't even know.
Yeah, I would hope they would. Is it done, the scrim? Yes, the scrim is done. In my life, too. But...
Courtney, thanks for the help today. We're just hanging out. Appreciate all you guys. Simplistic Attacker, Weasel Drum. Damn good Halo. Give Precision some love. Let's give the man a big raid.
Shy Buddy with a 12 gifted.
Damn.
Shy Buddy.
Shy Buddy? Shabuti? Shabuti?
Hey.
Let's go.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys, give Precision some love. I'll see you tomorrow, probably.
Spam some
out of the loop. Can I give you a brief summary of the scene? We got a tournament coming up in a week on Xbox. That's all you need to know.
There's some fucking nukes.
Hold on a sec.
You haven't not affiliate yet?
Yeah, I was trying to close his tab. I can hear him in the background. We got a tournament coming up in a week. DreamHack Birmingham. Teams are scrimming. Shopify's still in the league. A bunch of other teams have changed. It's hard to summarize it in like 30 seconds. I'm just hopping off thing. Come by the next stream and I'll tell you whatever you have questions about. Or just jump back in the in one of my VODs on my YouTube or something if you want a bit of an update on how teams are playing. Shopify lost the series. The series is done. Yeah. 7-4. 3/4 of the team were on PC. So somebody keep in mind. Kaiser Murphy with the gifted. To Hoaxer. My God. Hoax, welcome, man. Kaiser, thank you for the gifted. We're just about to hop off, but I appreciate it, man. Hoaxer, welcome. Go give Precision some love. 10-second countdown here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good to hear, man up.
6'9".